Hi, I'm Teresa Katsourelis, and this is Reap Sow, a podcast about where our food comes from, what it means for our politics and culture, and what it's doing to the planet. I'm an investigative journalist based in California and a staff writer at the Food and Environment Reporting Network. That's kind of a mouthful, so we usually just go by Fern. In 2022, we dropped our first podcast. It's called Hot Farm. It told the stories of American farmers grappling with climate change, and sometimes ignoring it.
In the age of climate change, preparing for the future means farmers have to change, and so do the systems around them.
It's going to take a $100 million investment.
There's just a lot of farmers out there trying things, and I want to try it too.
You can't just change the crops. This is a whole system.
We don't use the word
Reap Sow is our newest platform, a place for dispatches from the front lines of food, farming, and the environment. I want to give you a little taste of Fern's latest project, a new podcast that we're going to release later this year called BUZZKIll. Each episode of BUZZKIll will go deep into the pollinator crisis, with reporting, arguments, and insight about the threats faced by the world's food-supporting creatures. We're talking the birds and the bees, and butterflies, bats, and more. We've put together a trailer for you. Take a listen.
What do we got here?
So these are mostly dead bees and pollen.
Dead bees and pollen.
Yeah, so basically from the dead bee traps, we have to collect...
Across the Great Plains, in the orchards of California's valleys, and in the rich, sandy soils of New Mexico, a climate calamity is afoot. It's not extreme weather or the warming of the ocean. It's pollinators.
New research has revealed that the spread of urbanization is speeding up the population decline of pollinators like bees and butterflies that are responsible for pollinating about 30% of the food we eat.
Think of pollinators as the other climate crisis. You know, the one that's just buzzing around out there. Industrial farming and global warming are destroying the habitats of hummingbirds, butterflies, moths, and even bats. Pollinators give us cacao, almonds, tequila. A world without pollinators is a world without chocolate, and a world without margaritas. Who wants to live in that world? Coming soon, BUZZKIll, a new podcast from the Food and Environment Reporting Network.
You have a piece of land that you're the steward of, and you have a responsibility to yourself, your neighbors, and everyone else, the earth, the animals, the plants, because we're all connected.
BUZZKIll explores the origins and the future of the pollinator crisis, for when you're ready to go deeper than just saving the bees. I'm your host, Teresa Katsourelis. I cover climate and agriculture. BUZZKIll will get into how colonialism might have caused the pollinator crisis.
Our practices of how we landscape comes from old white guys from Europe, right? Who wanted these little manicured lawns and these specimen trees, and it's not the way this area of the world should be.
And how some of that legacy is being challenged in lawns and legislatures across the country.
And immediately I said, no, we're not going to do this. You're not going to bully us in our own home.
We'll show you what a world without pollinators looks and tastes like, and what happens when unregulated pesticides run amok.
You see bees shaking and trembling, tongues sticking out, classic signs of pesticide poisoning.
And what we can do to reimagine our habitats for all pollinators.
All right, let's see. This sign says growing, not mowing.
I don't think it can be a revolution. I think it has to be an evolution.
Because the future of pollinators is up to us. Keep an ear out for BUZZKIll, wherever you get your podcasts. Coming soon in 2024. Reap Sow is a production of the Food and Environment Reporting Network. Our executive producers are Theodore Ross, Tom Laskaway, and Brent Cunningham. Our sound engineer is Lauren Newson. I'm your host, Teresa Katsourelis. For more independent nonprofit reporting at the intersection of food and the environment, check us out at www.thefern.org.